What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? Hope everybody out there is doing great tonight. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Saturday night pep rally. First of all, I want to go ahead and start this thing off. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Hope everybody ain't doing anything that I would do. Make sure that y'all continue to stay safe and be productive. Now, look, it's gonna be the last mock draft that we're gonna do before the actual draft, right? So we're gonna look at this and we're just gonna kind of go over everything. And you know how we do in coaches meetings and pet rallies. We like to get everybody's opinions. We want to bounce everything off we want to bounce everything off of each other. But I do want to start this show off the same way that we start off every show. Appreciate y'all for coming on. Could be anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with me, and I definitely appreciate that. If you're watching the channel or watching the show after we went live, make sure that you put a what in the world, Bo, in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Tell them that there's old country boy, former football coach over here that loves to sit around and talk about sports. Nate Bill, what in the world, Bo? What's going on with your fam? I hope that you're doing good. Tyler, what's going on? Hope you and Coach Christine doing good tonight. Padre said, when Coach lighting this can, hey, Bo, this thing ain't burning. This ain't a candle over here. This is a firecracker. This is a firecracker, Bo. Brian Peoples, what in the world? What in the world, Bo? He said, I caught you early this time. Okay. You went ahead and caught this thing early. Sanchez, much love to you. Brooklyn, young boy. Man, boy. Brooklyn looking pretty rough right now. That's why the show is at 10:15. I was sitting there like, man, boy, why don't you look at this? Look at this right here. Oh, man. The team everybody thought was going to be the favorites. They scratching the cloud now, boy. It's hard times in Brooklyn. Mary J. Blige sitting over there looking sick. Singing No More Pain. No more pain. No more drama in my life. Oh, what's going on, Coach Wallace? Hope that you're doing good tonight, Coach Malik. He said, Big Low, you think you could go live during the draft or for your live draft reaction? Love to see you. We're actually going to be at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So I'm going to do everything that I can to because we got to bounce everything off of each other. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I'm communicating with y'all in some sort of way. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be linking up on Thursday night. I'm sure we'll be linking up on Thursday night. Will, he says, what's going on, Coach? Anthony Wright's in here. Much love. Definitely, man. Definitely. So now we're in the short roads, right? We're in the short roads leading up to the NFL draft. I know a lot of people, they were looking at prospects for the NFL draft back in December and November because they didn't have any confidence in what was going on last season. Ever since the season ended, we've gotten all sorts of news as far as, the Calvin Ridley situation, possibly getting a Deshaun Watson. Then you turn around and you had to let Matt Ryan go. So now here we are. What are we? About 5 days from the NFL draft, right? And we got a first round pick, 2 seconds, and 2/3. It's been a while since we had that kind of draft capital, guys. It's been a minute. It's been a few pecan seasons. I'm definitely excited to see. Coach Rhoda said Padre on time tonight. I'm definitely excited to see what we got going on. John Brooks says, hey, what's up, everybody? What it do, Coach? What in the world, Bo? It's been said that Debo wants to be close to home in South Carolina. I heard about that. Debo and Cordero Patterson, they're both from relatively the same area in South Carolina. And I'm pretty sure Debo Samuel, if he comes to Atlanta, it might change his life as well. I know it changed mine, but I'm sure it might change his life as well. But that's in the words of Kanye, every time everybody talks about somebody talks about the Falcons getting a Debo Samuel or getting a DK Metcalf or AJ Brown, I continue to say how, Sway. I just don't see how it's going to happen. unless Terry, Scary Terry can make some sort of magic happen with them books, which is why we got them. The question is, how we gonna do it? Coach Roney, if you could do me a favor and turn this fan on over here. I would get up, but I'm in my boxers. I want everybody to see me in my boxers. So Coach Roney, if you could, whenever you get a chance, do me a favor and turn the fan on over here for me. I definitely appreciate it. Oh man, what's going on, Xavier? JT says blessings. Coach Big Low Kuntry. He said, "Go Saints." Now see, what in the world? now, y'all know how we do whenever we do the mock drafts. We're gonna do our mock draft for tonight. I'm gonna be telling y'all who the Saints got. I'm gonna be telling y'all who. I know they Bill is in here. I'm gonna be telling them who the Bills got, and we're gonna be looking at the overall draft. And appreciate that, baby. Thank you so much. Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're gonna be looking at the overall draft. We're gonna be looking at what moves everybody is making, right? Yeah, go Saints. What the world? Tyler, he says, how we get so many Saints fans on these streets? Hey man, we got the Falcon Saints connection. Big Q, some of Big Q homeboys, like they'll go over and they'll come and chill out with us, and then some folks from the coaching staff, they'll go over and chill out with Big Q. We got a mutual thing going on. What this is right here? I said, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. I see you go to the refrigerator. What you for? This don't look like. Y'all see that? I know what this is. Why are
you looking at it? Just drink it.
So Coach Rhoda, she tried to make me drink. She tried to make me drink this coconut water. I will admit.
You didn't say what it was.
Huh?
You said it real quick. No one heard.
Oh, she tried to make me drink this coconut water. Now, I will admit, guys, it makes me feel better when I drink it. It makes me feel more hydrated. And I just can't stand the taste of it. I can't stand it. She can't. She tried to slide it to me, too.
I didn't think you were going to look at it. Take a sip. I'll put it back.
Okay, all right.
A good sip.
Because I was feeling bad earlier.
Yes.
Oh, okay. She wants me to be live and in full effect for the show tonight. So let me. Boy, that's some nasty stuff. Oh boy. Woo boy. Xavier says, Coach Lowe, don't drink that faucet water. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. So let's see here. All right. Let me see. Give me one moment here, guys. Finna have this thing set up here. Make sure that we can get this draft set up for her. See if we can make it do what it do. Uh-oh. Am I still live, Coach Ron? Am I still live? Okay, I'm still on there. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. That look like the right stuff right there. Yeah, I can see through that. Appreciate that, Coach Ron. Oh yeah. Oh boy. All right. So let me see. Let me go ahead, get this thing shared. All right. Can everyone see my screen? Can everyone see my screen? Can you see what I see? Okay, perfect. All right. So moving forward, what we're going to do So what I did was I went ahead and I started the draft already, but just for pure authenticity, I'm saying that like the American Dream, Dusty Rose, just for pure authenticity. Let's go ahead and start this thing over again. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to make a few changes just to make sure that we have the most. Just to make sure that we have the most authentic draft as we possibly can have. So we got draft for needs. I got that. I got that set pretty high. But I'm also going to turn up draft for positional value. I'm going to turn that up pretty high as well. I'm going to leave the randomness down. PFF, it goes off of the public view or the PFF viewpoint. Now, moving forward, it's going to be one of those cases, guys, where I'm just going to leave that in the middle. Okay? So let's go ahead and start this draft. Of course, the Falcons were picking at 8. We're going to start it on up here. And we're going to look and see what happened before, we actually get to the Falcons draft. Now, whenever I go back to whenever I try to go back to StreamYard, I'm thinking it's showing StreamYard in here. So I might need you to read some comments to me, Coach Rona, to let me know what's going on. Or maybe I could just look at it on my phone or something. Well, see, I can't see it because whenever I go back to look at it on the computer, yeah, because I didn't set up the other monitor. I didn't think about it. Yeah. All right. So I just go look at it on my phone. So, just want to let y'all know, right? Disrespect to y'all now. Just well, I can't see it on. Well, you gonna read it to me?
Oh, you can't even see it to read it either.
Yeah, because every time, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. I could look. I could barely see it though. Okay. All right. So, of course, they got Aiden Hutchinson going first. I'll see that. Now this draft is actually pretty weird, and I could actually see it going this way. Detroit Lions, they need a lot of pieces, right? They need a lot of pieces. So with that being said, I see that they went ahead and went after Ahmad Gardner. They need a DB. They might be actually waiting to get that quarterback. Oh, appreciate it, baby. They might be actually waiting to get that quarterback. Also, Derek Stingley. They got him going to the Houston Texans. Reason why they got him going is because, as you can see here, they need every position. I think that's hilarious. They need every position. Kayvon Thibodeau, he ended up going to the Jets. They went ahead and they just went BPA. Your Giants, they're taking care of the trenches. I see here they went after 2 tackles. They tried to take care of the trenches long term. And with Equanu and Charles Cross, those are some people might say those are the top 2 tackles in this draft. So with that being said, and Kyle Hamilton, he went to the Panthers. The Panthers didn't go after that after that quarterback like everybody was anticipating. So with that being said, we look and see who we have left on the board. Now the question is, guys, because everybody's been talking about this, like, do you go after a quarterback? Do you go after the Malik Willises? Or do you go after the Desmond Ritters, Kenny Pickett's, and guys like that? Or do you try to, we know, y'all know what I say all the time. People who don't know what to tell you what you should do, first thing they're going to say is, we need to just fix the trenches. Like, well, what do you mean, Coach? Like, because I know that we might be going from the 3-4 to the 4-3. So are we going to try to get guys who just weigh less, or weigh more to play that second level so they can take on those blockers? All they're going to tell you is, I don't know. All I know is you need to fix them trenches. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and ask y'all, put it in the comments. If you feel like you should go after a quarterback, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like we should go after anything other than a quarterback, put a 2 in the chat. I legitimately want to know what y'all think. Appreciate that, Coach Ronnie. Oh, I thought you were pulling up string y'all for me.
I was. You said so. You want to look at it yourself?
Oh no, yeah, you called it out for me. You called it out for me.
So John Brooks says he's taking Pickens at 8.
Taking Pickens. Okay.
And then Pantera says, "Stop playing, coach. It's Walker at number 8."
Okay. Walker at 8. Okay.
All right. So it's your 1 and 2. What were the options?
So 1, if you feel like we should get a quarterback.
Okay.
2, if you feel like it's one of those cases where, you take anything other than a quarterback.
All right. So Dre Murphy started off with 2.
Okay.
Sanchez Lowe says 2. Sterling Woods says 2. Anthony Wright is the first person to say 1.
Really?
Yes. Jermaine Walton, Tyler Russell, they both say 2.
Okay.
Pantera says 2. QB at 43.
QB, okay. So you want to wait. Okay. Waiting to exhale. All right.
Lee Ross 2. Reginald Troutman 2. John Brooks 1. Right there, Lamar 2. Padre says we got Marcus Omarito. Run me Jordan Davis.
Omarito? What in the world? Okay.
Trey Young Boy threw up the deuces for 2.
Okay.
Jamal Hader Kellogg says 1.
Wait, that's the name on there?
No,
that's the name. That's the name that you. Oh, you just saw it. Oh, okay.
Something there. I'm sorry. Molly Moss said 1. So Willis could be Cam Jordan's new crash dummy.
What in the world? Goodwill, Cam Jordan ain't got the lungs or the fast twitch muscles to catch no Malik Willis.
Neil Harris said, "What's up, man? Appreciate the content. I say just get the best possible player available at the moment. We're not winning a chip this year anyway."
Good, then. Dang.
So, thank you for the compliment. The content.
Thank you so much. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all I agree with you. I feel like it's one of those cases where I know some people say 1. Some people think we need to go ahead and get a quarterback. I'm gonna say that with that 8th pick, we could wait. I think we could wait on getting the quarterback. Now, just looking at this particular draft, I don't know if y'all remember the show that I had the other day. I was talking about Evan Neal. So in this particular draft, he fell. And I honestly don't believe this would happen, to be completely honest with you, because I feel like he's the best tackle in this draft, right? So with that being said, now I got to do it. I can't, Coach Ronnie, I don't know if you can see this. This kid is 6'8", 337 pounds. I mean, imagine taking that boy to 5 guys. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to take out a loan to feed him. I mean, so last year he started every game at left tackle. Had 1,071 snaps at left tackle. Now he played right tackle in 2020, but check this out: 2019 he played guard. Imagine that, guys, a 6'8" guard. So that's telling me one thing. Is that he's bendy. We know that he can move. We know that he's strong. Notice I said strong. I said strong, not strong. Looking at this, it says the pros and cons. A true behemoth, not going to out physical him at 6'7", 350 pounds. Explodes out of the stance. Moves like he's 50 pounds lighter. Started at a different position every year of his career. Invaluable cross training. Now the cons, we can't just go off the pros. Says that weight consistently out over his toes as a run and pass blocker. So whenever that means that he's out over his toes, that means sometimes he'll get off balance. If they catch him, if he runs up against some guy who does the push-pull method, whenever he engages, pull him back down, he's going to lose. But that's something that you can coach out of him. Says on the ground after first contact, more than you would like to see. So I don't like to see my offensive linemen's jerseys getting dirty unless they pancaking somebody. It says he struggles with stunts when reacting to unexpected post-snap movement. So I know I always talk about the number one stunners. That's whenever one rusher fill the gap of another rusher, they'll switch places. So, but the thing is, guys, is that he's young.
So not for everybody said he's getting naked for Neil.
He said getting naked for Neil.
Naked for Neil.
What in the world? Naked for Neil.
Jamal says he'll feed him. I have a WIC card.
Oh yeah, y'all let me know if y'all can hear Coach Roney because he's reading the comments for me. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear. What else? What everybody else saying?
Tyler Russell says you better have a tall QB if the line is 6'8".
This is true. This is true. If you have, we know Jake Matthews right now. He's a left tackle. I'm thinking Neil would be your right tackle. Or we know that he played guard. He might be your left guard. If he's 6'8", 6'7", you better have somebody who's 6'5", or who knows how to play in platform cleats.
Ron Rico says Evan Neal's taking McGarry's spot, and we'll have Cam Jordan in a blender.
Oh man. Cam Jordan in between that washing machine to dry. Man, you know what, guys? I think I got to do it. I think y'all done talked me into it. I done got about naked like not for everybody. I think we're going to go Cam Jordan. Ugh. I think we're going to go Evan Neal at tackle. Y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all feel like we should go Evan Neal at tackle, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's one of those cases where we should go someone else, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking. Now, there's a lot of other names that's left out here. You got your Jameson Williams, who's creeping up the board. You got your George Karlaftis, who I particularly like, but I don't like him with that 8th pick. Your Garrett Wilson. I feel like he's a Calvin Ridley 2.0. So you got the talent out there. So what are the votes, Coach Roney?
What were the choices?
If I'm not mistaken, if we should take Evan Neal, 1. If we shouldn't take him, 2.
That's probably right.
Okay.
All right. So Jamal D said 1. Brian Peoples 2. Dre Murphy 2. Trey Youngboy 2. Anthony Wright 2. Wallace Smith said Jordan Davis 2. Rydell Lamar says 2. Tyler Russell says I like I just hit tripped. Oh my god! I like OL Badil more.
Okay.
Lee Ross says 2. JT says 1. Not for everybody says 1. Sterling 1. Lee Ross 2. Dexter Blash 1.
Okay.
Xavier Littman is Neal or Davis for me.
Okay, so I'm glad that the whole Jordan Davis discussion came up, right? So I'm trying to figure out how I can explain this. So we have the 8th pick, right? It's one of those cases where defensive tackles, they're very, very hard to come by. And it's one of those things where if you take a guy in the top 10 as a nose tackle, he better be Mean Joe Green. He better be a name that we're talking about 50 years from now. I know it looks pretty. I'm sitting here looking at this boy right here. I wouldn't want to take him to 5 guys either. I had to. I American Express will come calling me. They say, "Hey, Coach Lowe, what you doing?" Looking at the numbers, I mean, we knew that he spearheaded this Georgia defense, right? I mean, he spearheaded them. I mean, look at all the hurries that he got last season. 9 hurries, 3 sacks as a defensive tackle. He let all those other guys around him eat. all these guys, the Devontae Wyatts and the Kobe Deans and everybody else who's possibly going to be taken in the first round, they need to thank this guy. The only way I would take Jordan Davis is if I trade it back.
And that's what Jamal D said. He said, everybody keeps saying Jordan Davis. If we're going to pick him, we better trade down.
The only way that I take him is if I trade back. So since I see that a lot of people are getting naked for Jordan Davis, let's see what kind of trades they will offer. Let's see who's willing to trade. Now, okay, it's saying that the Saints would like to trade up, but I would definitely not take that trade.
00504, take that trade.
Oh, 00504. You know, he'd take it. He'd be like, hey, take our first round picks for the next 8 years. I'll be there in 2026. So, let's see, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they had the 20th pick. I don't want to fall that far, guys. To be completely honest with you, I don't want to fall that far. I'm just looking at all the other teams. You got Washington, Minnesota. They may be willing to trade up, but it seems like they're pretty comfortable. It seems like they just need they just got to add a few pieces. All these other teams, I don't see anybody who be really trying to trade up, but the Saints. And we're not going to trade with the Saints. We ain't finna do that inside bargaining like Miami and New England. Like, we ain't finna do that. So I wouldn't want to. Y'all let me know in the comments. Do y'all think I should go ahead and propose a trade with Pittsburgh to see if Jordan Davis falls? Because looking at this right here, Jordan Davis's average draft position. His average draft position is 19.3. See,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, and then if you look at the analysis, and we know we can't trust Pro Football Focus. It's not to say y'all end all, but they're saying, I mean, he's a second round pick. Like, we can't get naked and have our hearts. We can't be voting with our hearts. We can't be voting with our hearts.
You want to read what some of the people are saying?
Yeah. Let me know what they're saying.
So John Brooks says the best bet is to take Pickens. We need to draft him at 8.
Whoa.
Brian People says trade back to around 10 or 15. Iron Mike says stop it. Bring that dog home. Tyler Russell says trade back. That's okay for me. Molly Mom saying some hater stuff. Xavier Littman says try the teens, coach.
Try the teens?
Yeah. Not for everybody. Says don't do it, coach. No lower than 12.
No lower than 12. See, that the only trade that I'm getting offered is the Saints. The Saints, they're gonna try to finesse you. You can't trust them boys. All right. Let me see. So I'm going to try to trade back. Somebody said 12, right?
Yeah, and Blizzard Lou says try to trade with Baltimore.
Okay. Baltimore, they're 14. All right, so let's try to trade back with Baltimore. So we're going to try to get Baltimore's 14th pick. All right. So they'll take our 8th, and we want their second round pick. We want a second round next year. Let's try that and see what will happen. Oh, they shut me down.
No.
They shut me down. Let's try a third round pick next year.
Ray Fitty said trade with Pitt and draft Desmond Ridder.
Oh, I mean that's an option. I tried the third round next year. They ain't taking that either. Let's try the fourth round next year. Okay, they took it. So we traded back with Baltimore. We gave them our 8th. We got their 14th round pick this year. their second round. I mean, their 14th overall pick this year, their second round pick this year, and we got next year's fourth round pick. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, proceed through the draft, resume through the draft, and see what happened. All right, so they took Trayvon Walker with the 8th pick, which I could definitely see. The Jets, they took Jameson Williams. Evan Neal, he came off the board. Devin Lloyd ended up going to the Minnesota Vikings, a guy who I think is going to be the steal of the draft. Garrison Wilson, Texans, they needed everything. They got a wide receiver. So, all right, now moving forward. You look at this Atlanta Falcons team, and I know that a lot of people get naked. What everybody saying in the comments, Coach Ron?
Some people were suggesting the 4th. Brian People suggested the 4th, which is what you ended up doing, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
Cool trade, Coach. Not that bad. Besides, there are some good wide receivers on options on day 2 as well.
Yeah.
Someone saying that we might want to add Ridley to the Baltimore package.
Oh.
And Dre Mark agreed with you. We're definitely not making a trade with our division rivals.
Oh, no. Heck no. All right, so Jordan Davis, he's still on the board. He's still on the board at 14. So, you know, since I see that a lot of people want him. They said, bring that dog home. Welcome to the Atlanta Falcons, Jordan Davis. We traded down to the 14th pick. Y'all wanted it, and that's what we ended up getting. All right. So we're going into the second round. So we got 2 second-round picks. No, we got 3 second-round picks now after we made that trade. So we're going into the second round. Now, I'm just gonna go back and look and see who went where. Treylon Burks, he went to the Jets. Travis Jones ended up going to the Giants. Oh, Sam Howell ended up going to the Detroit Lions, quarterback out of UNC. Malik Willis went to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What about Jordan Love?
What about Jordan Love? George Pickens went to the Buffalo Bills. That's an interesting pickup. Devontae Wyatt went to the Patriots, and wow, Kobe Dean, he ended up going to the Steelers. Now I definitely seen this right here happening. Chris Olave, he went to the Saints, and they got Tyler Lindenbaum. So if they make moves like that, that's actually pretty doggone good. Now moving forward, question is, what are the Atlanta Falcons going to do with their first second round pick? So once again, we're still needing. There's a few things that we need. Malik Willis, he's off the board. So for everybody who was getting naked for him, you know, it's one of those things. If you still want to get naked for him, all you gotta do is wear green and yellow. You'll be good to go. Now, the question is, so you got 2 picks in the next 2 picks, actually, with 43 and 45. Now, somebody said, you know, trade down to 20 and get Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder's still on the board. So this is the second round. You know, you built that draft capital and you got, you know, you satisfied everybody to a certain extent, because I feel like, you know, this draft is going to be based on need and based on PR. Like, you know, they're going to have to, the Atlanta Falcons are going to have to, they're going to have to pacify the fans some kind of way. Like, you know, you just let Matt Ryan go and you didn't get Deshaun Watson. So you're going to have to bring some sort of Georgia Bulldog here or something. You know? So with that being said, unfortunately, your boy AJ Terrell, he's going to be upset because Malik Willis got drafted by the Green Bay Packers. But my question to y'all is, what should the Falcons do now in this situation?
All right, you want to read what some people are saying?
Yes, let me know what they're saying, Coach.
Coach Will says to get an edge rusher. Jerry Murphy wants Christian Watson. Ray 50 says David Ajabo.
Good job. What?
Good job. ATLJ Faithful says Pro Football Focus crazy, Bo.
They are. They out to Jay. They.
Brian People says Willis to Green Bay. What in the world, Bo?
But hey, that's what I said.
Ghost Pepper said great trade and great pick.
Okay.
Let's see. ATLGA Faithful said, what edges do we have on the board? Wallace Smith is also mentioning Christian Watson.
Okay.
Sterling Wood says QB.
Okay.
Coach Will says either edge rusher, first wide receiver. Second.
Okay. So somebody, Coach ATLGA Faithful, he asked, what edges do we still have on the board? So we still have a lot of edges on the board. You got Boye Mafe, you got Fashaw. You also have the Marvin Leo out of Texas A&M. So you have some options. You have Sam Williams, edge rusher out of Mississippi, out of Ole Miss. You got Tyreek Smith out of Ohio State. Now, Boye Mafe, he made a very, very good impression at the Senior Bowl, right? There was a lot of people talking about him. Now, this kid right here, though, Bo, this David Ajabo, boy, this kid is legit. I'm really liking him. I like him and I want some. We can do this the easy way or the hard way, Tom. The choice is yours. Now, so his true pass rush grade is a 90. Last year he had 11 sacks, 24 hurries, guys. 24 hurries. Now, y'all know I've been saying for a long time the Atlanta Falcons, they need to finally resolve these issues that they have with drafting pass rushers. I think this guy, I think he could have a better NFL career than Aiden Hutchinson. I definitely do. Now, you also have the Marvin Leo out here. He could be your 3-4 defensive end. 6'3", 283, long arms, very well built. Has a pass rush grade of 80. I'm sorry, pass rush grade of 74.9. True pass rush grade of 80.2. Now, with him, like I said, he got 9 sacks. He had 23 rushes. But the thing is with him, he will be one of those guys that would take on double teams probably 50% of the time, depending on how successful the other guys on the defensive line are. But as far as that the pass rushing, as far as the run stopping, like this is your guy right here. This is the guy that's supposed to go ahead and stop everything, shut everything down for you. So, and then I think everybody was questioning about wide receiver too, right, Coach Roney? Mm-hmm. All right.
A lot of people are saying wide receiver next.
Okay, wide receiver with that next pick. Okay. So you still have a few wide receivers. You still have John Mechie. I know everybody's getting naked for Christian Watson, boy. Goodness gracious. I understand he a big old tall glass of water. 6'4". He's 6'4". They said he could run every route in the route tree. Receiving grade 89.5. And we're just looking at his level of competition. He played at a small school, but I don't believe in the whole knock on small schools thing, right? So with that being said, I think he could sit on the board a little bit longer. We could let that one sit a little bit, Bo. We definitely can. And what quarterbacks do we have left? So you still have Desmond Ridder. You still have Matt Corral. You still have Carson Strong, who a lot of people are sleeping on. Now, So, Coach Ronnie, I guess my question to you is, in this draft, am I drafting the guys who I like or the guys that we need?
Draft the guys who we need.
Man, because I'm looking at this kid right here, boy.
What kid?
This kid, Leo Chanel.
Leo.
Oh, my goodness, boy. Goodness gracious. I done got naked and turned cartwheels for this fella right here. Boy. Woo, woo. 6'3", 250. The prototypical 3-4 linebacker. And I definitely know that he's a guy that we need, especially after Foyer Lurkin's gone. In the 3-4 defensive scheme, the linebackers are the star of the show. The linebackers are the star of the show. So the same way that you have somebody take care of your quarterback, you got to have somebody take care of your linebackers. So this guy, he could come up, get his face dirty in the run game, but he also could cover sideline to sideline. I need y'all to help the old country boy out. What should I do in this situation? Should we go ahead and get that edge rusher? Should we go ahead and take that quarterback? Because Desmond Ridder's still on the board, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be on the board, right? Because you still got Washington that's coming up. They need a quarterback. Washington needs a quarterback. Pittsburgh, they need a quarterback. So, what's everybody saying they think I should do, Coach Ronnie?
So, not for everybody agrees with you. You said Leo can hit, and so the coach will. He likes him too. Xavier Littman said he's not bad. I'm seeing some go ahead and get that edge rusher for Joseph Thornton, edge rusher for Dre Murphy. Let's see, there's some YMOF Jamal said what's up.
What's going on, Coach?
And so did Rose City.
Rose City. What in the world, Rose City? Hey, I didn't want to trade with the Saints. They asked me to trade. I couldn't do it. I was gonna send them a box of crackers in a jar of peanut butter.
Blizzard says that we still have Ogun Daisy.
Yeah, Ogun Daisy.
So a job can chill for a minute.
Okay.
Tyler Russell said he doesn't care if it's a small school or not. Talent is talent.
Talent is talent.
And I'm seeing a lot of Ritter comments.
Oh, and what are they positive or negative or?
Positive, they want them.
Oh, they want them.
Yeah, Ritter. Well, Cotton wants Ritter. Ghost Pepper says Josh Pascal or David Ajabo.
Okay.
Jamal D says he sees that. He said I see Dotson is still there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
ATL GA Faithful also said Pascal. John Brooks says Ritter. Blizzard Lou Dorchin says get John Mechie. And Jamal D said he'll take Dotson over Christian Watson.
Okay. So, in this particular case, guys, I think I'm finna go with the Jabo. I need that pass rusher. I know that we're gonna have another pick later on. And then we'll let the chips fall where they may. But I think I'm finna go with the Jabo. With this first, second round pick and see what we got going on with it there. All right. So Cleveland Browns, they took Boye Mafe. I was considering getting him. The only thing about him was I really didn't know how well he would fit. I don't know if he plays more like a. So I tell you what, we look at it right here. So he lines up outside of the tackle. Last year he lined up outside of the tackle 446 times, off the ball 14. Now he would fit that 3-4 defense very well, 6'4", 261. I guess my question is, where will we put him? Will we put him at linebacker or will we put him at end? Now, after looking at both of them, I like the Jabo more, to be completely honest with you. So now we have decisions to make. Decisions. What they saying, Coach Ronan?
me, but 25 likes.
Oh, okay.
So if you guys could hit the like button, I promise you, Coach will dance at your wedding, and I'll wear a cute dress.
I guess we got to add that there. All right, so you hear that? Coach Rhoda said, if you hit that like button, I promise you, I'll dance at your wedding one day, and Coach Ronnie will wear a cute dress. So you heard it. Oh man. All right, so now we have decisions to make. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm kind of stuck, guys. I'm kind of stuck. I feel like we need a quarterback to help take us into this new era. We need a guy who's that we know that we could trust, that could develop under Marcus Mariota. I guess my question to y'all is that guy Desmond Ridder. 30 touchdowns, 8 interceptions last year. Passer rating of 108. Y'all seen, all y'all Georgia Bulldog fans in here, y'all seen what happened whenever he played against Georgia. You know, it was a little bit of a tale of two halves in some sorts. You know, big time throw rate 6.5. That's tied for 23rd in the nation. I mean he's legit. I guess my question is, like, what direction do you think we should go in? So moving forward, the first pick, we went ahead and traded down and we got Jordan Davis. Then we turned around and we got a Jabo. So, I mean, do we need to start going ahead and focusing on this offense now, or do you think we need to go ahead and fix what we need to fix? Should I go ahead and take Chenal, because this is the type of guy that changes the face of your defense, right? Or should we go ahead and get that quarterback? Y'all let me know. Or should we go ahead and get that wide receiver? Because there's still some wide receivers on the board. Dotson's still out there. 5'11", 178. Now, he's a little bit of a gadget player, but, it's one of those cases. We know that he can catch the ball. He dropped only 2 of his 93 catchable targets last season. So we know that we know that he can catch passes.
This last says take old Desmond Ridder.
Jason Campbell. That's old school right there, boy.
ATLGA says you want a QB here, take Ridder. JJ the Great. JJ the Great says Marcus Mozzarella. King Bell said get that QB. Padre says, but coach, we got Island Boy.
Because he's an Island Boy. Marcus Mariota. Yeah, he's an island. He be surfing, y'all. Like, what? Oh, man.
50 says, go Hawks. Let's beat Miami tomorrow night.
Go Hawks. Ice Train.
Coach Christine commented through Tyler Russell. She said the direction we want to go is the winning direction.
That's right, Coach. That's right, Coach Christine. Coach him up, Coach.
Iron Mike says fix the defense.
Okay.
Not for everybody says he can live with Ridder. Ghost Pepper says yes. Take Leo Chenal. Sterling Woods wants to get that wide receiver. Coach Will, LB now, then quarterback. Jamal D, wide receiver. Tyler, linebacker, then a big wide receiver. Joseph Thornton, fix the needs on defense. King Bell, get that wide receiver. Jamal D, Jahan Dotson. Reminds me of AB.
Wow. He got it, but the thing is, he is a little bit lighter. He need to put some sand in his pockets to be an AB, because I think he's just 178.
Brian, people want to know what pick you're on right now.
So we traded. So since we traded back, we got 3 picks in the second round. So we're on the second pick in the second round. Dang, Coach. So it sounds like it's a mixed bag.
Yeah, and JJ the Great said he's torn between Dotson and Chenal.
Dotson and Chenal. You know what? I feel like we need to fix this defense, right? I feel like we need to fix this defense. Now, I don't know what's going to happen later on. I don't know if Washington is going to get Desmond Ridder or not, but Chenal is that guy who's you're gonna be talking about him for years to come. I feel like he's gonna be a Pro Bowl player. So I think I'm gonna go ahead. Y'all might say I'm getting naked, but I think I'm gonna go with Chenal. Let's go ahead, put the pick in, see what happens, see how it unfolds. So, dang, Washington got Desmond Ridder, man. Washington got Desmond Ridder, but the thing is that we got our quarterback on defense, right? We got our quarterback on defense. I mean, and granted, don't forget, Deion Jones is still there. You know, this gives you the freedom to move Deion Jones around. Now, Breece Hall, he got taken by the New England Patriots. I know Coach Padre, you know, I'm pretty sure he got very upset when he heard about that. Kenneth Walker went to the Philadelphia Eagles. You would think they have enough running backs already. PFF tripping. So with that being said, Matt Corral. So we missed out on Malik Willis. We missed out on Desmond Ridder because, look, I went off of what Coach Christine was saying. We're going in the winning direction. We ain't picking offensive directions or defensive direction. We're just going in the winning direction. We're taking the best players available with all the needs that we have, right? Matt Corral, they say right here, drafting Corral should be seen as an investment, not a quick fix to a team's passing offense. So they say don't come picking them thinking that everything good now. Don't pick them and say, all right, we're going to the Super Bowl. My job here is done. You know, now see, if 00504 do that, you know we got some problems. Now, I mean, just looking at the kid's stats, you know, 3,300 yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He cleaned those interception numbers up from last year. You see, it was in the double digits last year with 13. He brought him back down with 5, 66% completion rate. You know, I mean, real good player. Now, looks like he's not that good under pressure. 37 pressure grade now. You know, you're gonna have to do better than that, especially with this with this offense, this offensive line. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I never really been that big of a Matt Corral guy. Now, this kid right here though, I've always liked old Carson Strong. 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And the thing about this kid, he got a little bit of a swag to him. You know, he's 6'3", 226. He says, no, it says right here, no quarterback in this top 100 shouldered a bigger load as a passer. Strong had a 6-game stretch in the end of 2021 where he dropped back to pass over 50 times in every game. Still, he finished with a career high 89.9 passing grade.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really good.
That's really good. That's really good. So we know that he knows how to throw the ball, and I'm pretty sure he's done seen almost every type of defense out there.
Who does he play for?
So he plays for Nevada. Yeah. Now, just looking at the pros and cons, and one reason why I think the Falcons wouldn't get him, mobility, 1 out of 10. So he's slow as molasses in the wintertime.
So Jason Gaines. Oh, Jason Gaines.
Jason Gaines.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach Roney.
Hey, you need to email us, Jason. You want a prize for the March Madness.
Yeah, Jason. I'm glad that you came on. You want a prize for the March Madness? I mean, I know I won, but you came in second. You came in second, so you want a prize. So make sure that you email us, Jason Gaines. Make sure that you email.
Okay, but Jason says Strong has knee injuries. Strong has knee issues and
yes.
is injury prone.
Yes.
Dexter Vlash says he's concerned about that arm. Padre says Strong's knees are made out of drugstore cotton. And not Brian Peoples thinks that Strong is that guy.
Oh.
But Dexter, I'm sorry, not Dexter. Not for everybody wants to know how is his movement.
He don't move well, coach. He don't move well. And then kind of like what everybody else was saying, a lot of people mentioned his knees. And look at the cons here. It says serious knee problems, osteochondritis.
What? He has that currently?
Yeah.
That sounds bad.
It says possibly career threatening. It says he's a statue, no escapability. Has broken just 6 tackles his whole career.
Okay, no. That's a no. Let's keep
But
Let's keep going.
He has a gorgeous tight spiral.
I don't care. Pick him up. Pick him up in the 7th. No, absolutely not. No.
Arm talent opens the entire field.
Put a 1 in the chat. If you think we should draft Strong, put a 2 in the chat. If all these knee and osteoarthritis at 21 concerns you, and we should move on.
You heard that. Coach Rody said put a 1 in the chat if you feel like we should draft Strong. If you feel like Strong is weak, put a 2 in the chat.
I'm seeing big 2 energy.
Oh, man.
Brian People says, I'll take that back. Got to move in on this offense.
Okay.
Josh said he's a statue, LOL. George says Thornton 2. JJ the Great 2. Dexter Flash 2. Dre Murphy 2.
Okay.
Anthony Wright, so many 2s. I might have to review that comment because they think he's spamming. Trinity Clark 2. Wallace Smith, stay away from Strong 2.
Good.
Xavier Littman 2. All right, King Bell's first person. He says 1.
Oh, okay. Well, King Bell, he wants the quarterback bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been ready.
Tyler Russell says, let's take Ariana Grande this and say thank you.
Oh man.
Coach Will said 1. Brian People said 2, and he put a snail emoji. Trinity Clark said, "What's up, Coach? What in the world, Bo?
What in the world, Bo?"
Padre 2. ATLGA 2, a wide receiver, defense, or O-line. And Ray 50 says, "What about the QB from Brown University?"
The QB from Brown University. Now, let's see here. The QB from Brown University. Now, what's that quarterback's name? Because I was actually waiting for Zappy. But what's the quarterback's name for Brown University? Because I'm not that familiar with him. And just to piggyback off of King Bell, he wants a quarter. He wanted us to get Desmond Ridder. He's been wanting a quarterback for a while. Every time you ask King Bell about, hey, Coach King Bell, is it time to get a quarterback? You know what he tell me, Coach Roney? He said, if you ask me, I'm ready.
Is it EJ Perry? You ever heard of him? I Googled it.
I think so.
I see an EJ Perry. Back from Brown University.
He coming up on PFL. He probably on the Draft Network. If you ask me, I'm ready. All right. So, okay. So everybody's saying stay away from Strong.
Oh, Coach Will says this is the same thing that was said about Matt Ryan minus the knee.
It was. Everybody said Matt Ryan was slow.
He is.
I mean, he still is slow.
That didn't stop anything else.
That didn't stop nothing else. All right. So I guess now the question is, since we decided that Strong is weak and we're not going to go with Strong, I want to wait on the quarterback, right? Because we won't, and he doesn't match that scheme anyway. A lot of people been getting naked for Christian Watson. They said that he's a big old tall glass of water, Coach.
No, that's what you said.
That's what everybody been saying.
Else says that.
Everybody else been saying. I got it from them. They said, man, boy, that Christian Watson kid, he a big old tall glass of water, coach. I was like, really? Now, we know that Mechie, we know that he's coming off of an injury, but he's a speed demon. That boy know he could pick him up and put him down. I guess my question to y'all is, what direction should we go in moving forward? Hey, Mechie had 96 catches last year. Good googly moogly. Man, 76 the year before that. So I know everybody's excited about Christian Watson because he's 6'4", 208, ran a breakneck speed 40-yard dash. But I'm looking at his numbers here. 43 catches last year, 18 the year before that, 34 the year before that. He's giving me Kevin White vibes, y'all. He's giving me Kevin White vibes. Now it's one of those cases where I don't believe in the whole, he played at a small school, he can't play. If you feel like that's the case, then you need to talk to Khalil Mack because he's a baller. So I'm trying to figure out what direction do y'all think we should go in, because we do need to address this offense. Like, we definitely need to do something on offense. Now, I don't know if y'all know anything about this Calvin Austin boy, but this boy right here, he can move. Now, he's small. He 5'8", 170. They catch him the right way, they even fold him up, origami. What they saying on there, Coach Rody?
Dexter Flash says Bailey Zappa fits this scheme to a T.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Jamal D said, if you take a QB before a wide receiver, you're going to be singing, "Who can I run to?" King Bell, in true fashion, says we need a quarterback. Iron Mike says, how y'all call Matty Will slow? John Brooks says we need a quarterback. Keith says Sky Moore, wide receiver. Walt Smith says Christian Watson is fast. Also, ATLGA Faithful says Watson is a game breaker, 6'3", 6'4", 4'3" speed. John Brooks said, I'm taking Mechie. Dre Murphy said, I said wanting Christian Watson, but never said a man is a tall glass of water. Coach, those are your words, calling a man a tall glass of water. Ray 50 said, Watson is another Christian Kirk. Trinity Clark said, George Pickens, if he's there.
He's gone.
Okay. King Bell says, Calvin Austin, 3.
Oh, okay.
Brian People says, Romeo Dubs or David Bell.
Okay.
And Padre wants to know what wide receivers are there.
So these are all the wide receivers right here, Padre. So we got Jalen Tolbert, John Mechie, Christian Watson, Kyle Phillips, Calvin Austin, Danny Gray, Alec Pierce, Romeo Dubs, just like they referred to earlier. Wandale Robinson, a lot of people sleep on him. David Bell still on the board. So you still got a lot of good wide receivers that are on the board. Somebody mentioned earlier the Zappy. He's still out there. But the thing is that I was trying to see if we could wait to get him. I'm glad that somebody mentioned him. He fits this scheme perfectly. Just looking at the high school stats, I really don't pay too much attention to high school stats, because if you're an NFL type talent, you're going to crush high school competition. 3,770 passing yards, 633 rushing yards. This is in like 10, 11 games, Coach Roney. He hadn't got that. He hadn't got that many. He hasn't got that much attention in a national spotlight. But check this out, Coach Ronnie. I'm going to tell you a number. 5,940 passing yards last season.
Who is this?
This is Bailey Zappi.
What position?
quarterback.
Bailey Zappi.
Yes. 5,000.
That's really good. What school is he playing with?
Western Kentucky. Yes. Yes. Deep. He can sling the ball downfield. Deep ball passing grade of 97.6. He had 11 touchdowns, but he had 62 he had 11 interceptions, but he had 62 touchdowns.
Oh my God.
I think this kid could be the sleeper. This kid could be that Steve Youngish, a kind of player that's going to change the game.
But we're still in the second round, right?
Yes.
At what pick?
The last pick.
I don't think you should pick him now.
You think we should wait?
Yeah, Dexter Blash also said get him late. He's the one that suggested it.
Yeah, I know it, but I'm scared because I also see the Seahawks down there. They need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Well, they got Kenny Pickett, so they got Kenny Pickett in the second round.
So they're not gonna be trying to get him.
Yeah. So I know I've been kicking this decision around a lot, guys. I think we need to go ahead and get that wide receiver. I think I'm going to go with Mechie. Well, I don't know, Coach Ronnie. What you think? Christian Watson seems to be the fan favorite.
Yeah,
They said, yeah, let's go ahead and go with Christian Watson. You know why, Coach Ronnie? A big old tall glass of water.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Y'all make sure that y'all hit that like button, man. And make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Look, if you hit that like button, I promise you I'll come and dance at your wedding one day, and Coach Ronnie will wear a cute, beautiful dress. Make sure that you hit the like button. Share the channel with your friends and family. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. All right. So we're in the third round. Now, remember, guys, we got two picks in the third round, right? So we got to figure out what we're going to do in that regard. Now, so moving forward, we took wide receiver and Christian Watson. We took Leo Chenal. We also took Jordan Davis in the first round.
Where's Christian Watson from?
North Dakota.
Okay. So Coach Will said no Alabama wide receivers.
Oh, well, he was talking about Mechie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stay away from that. So Watson was the right choice.
Watson was the right choice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then we took David Ajabo. So I think the draft is working out pretty good so far. I think it's working out pretty good. Now, the question is, we still haven't helped out this offensive line. And I know particularly, it's not the sexy thing to do, like working on an offensive line. Nobody likes to do it, but it's something that you have to do. Now,
no, look, so you say that, but Jamal D says now we should do the O-line, and so does Xavier Littman.
Oh yeah, so they agree. So they agree.
Yeah.
Great minds, coaches. Great minds.
We're also getting some suggestions for Cameron Thomas or Dylan Parham, safety Cine or Cine from UGA.
Oh, Sign
From UGA.
Okay, the safety. Okay.
Keith says don't mess with Sky Moore because the Steelers want him.
I think he's been drafted already.
Okay. Brandon Levy just came in the chat with the scissors.
With the scissors, you need to cut it. What's going on, Coach Brandon? Who can I run to?
And ATLGA faithful agrees to O-line.
Okay. So it looks like great minds, coaches. Great minds. Now, we need to help out this interior offensive line, right? I feel like it's not as imperative as it used to be because it's one of those things where with Matt Ryan, somebody lovingly referred to him as Matty Wheels. That same person would probably call me skinny. It's not as imperative. I feel like if Matt Ryan would have still been here, we probably would have drafted an interior offensive lineman a little bit sooner. Doggone Colts, they got my guy Perry Winfrey. I'm sorry, Sacks. Sorriness. So Dylan Parham, I really like this kid. Y'all probably seen me looking at his numbers just a few minutes ago. He didn't allow a sack last season. He allowed 2 hits on his quarterback, and he allowed 8 hurries. The year before that, he allowed 1 sack and only 6 hurries and 2 hits on his quarterback. So I'm really liking this kid. He played right guard last season. He played left guard the season before that. I'm sorry, in 2019, but he also played at right tackle in 2020. So, you know, he's one of those Arthur Smith guys who knows how to move along the offensive line. I think he's 6'3", 311. Yeah, 6'3", 311. He's a senior, so he's very mature. They said right here, there's so much to like about Parham's tape, but his pre-draft process performance will be just as important to his overall draft position. So let's look at the pros and cons, right? Explosiveness, that's something that you definitely need in that zone run blocking scheme because you got to get upfield to engage linebackers and safeties, right? Now, they said his frame is a little small. He's 311. I'm assuming he could be bigger, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that's bigger than Hennessy, if I'm not mistaken. Says strength is 4 out of 10, but he has great balance and great explosiveness, great flexibility. So the cons, they said such a thin frame for a guard, unique body type for a lineman. That's kind of steering me away. He says struggles absorbing contact when picking up stunts or trying to make a reach block. Mississippi State was the only Power 5 school on the schedule over the past 2 seasons. But the thing is that even though he struggled with those things, he still didn't give up any sacks, right? Now the pros, he says, dude can move. Heck of an athlete for an offensive lineman. Special flexibility, the depth he gets in his stance is a prime example. Feet never stop driving. That's what that is. Oh my God. Feet never stop driving. That's what you love to hear as a coach. Very quick to reset and replace. I'm thinking this is the guy that I'm gonna go with, guys. You know, he still ain't put on all his man weight yet. I think I'm finna go with Dylan Parham. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that pick. What they saying in the comments, Coach Ron?
ATLGA Faithful said take Parham, then Sam Williams. Tony Wright said on your info, QB Carson Strong played last season on his surgically repaired knee when it was only 65% healthy when he shouldn't have played earlier in the season. Wallace Smith said Parham sounds like the one to take. I'm sorry, because Tony Wright said some more stuff about the knee. Do you want me? He said the doctor said that his knee needed more rest, but he played. Strong had a reset physical with the same doctor after the knee rested for 4 months, and it's reported that he is 93% healthy.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Right. Keith said, how about Nebraska beef jergens?
Beef jergens.
Okay. Jason Gaines said, take Parham. That way Mayfield can challenge McGarry at right tackle. Mayfield is a right tackle. He's definitely not a guard. Tyler Russell is encouraging you to draft that O-line. Not for everybody. And Ghost Peppers agree that it's a good pick.
Okay. All right. So it looks like we all on one accord so far in this draft, right? So we're on the second pick in the 3rd round. Now, am I getting naked for Zappy, Coach Ronnie, that I want to go ahead and take him?
Pick in the 3rd round?
I mean, am I getting naked for him? Or?
It seems like somebody you really
But want. What if somebody else gets him? Then we stuck. We stuck with Marcus Motorola for a whole season. That's something that you want to, is that something that you willing to risk? He right here on the board right now. What Mama Country say? The money is on the table.
Well, you still got Carson Strong with his 93% healed knee.
But the thing is about Carson Strong is Whenever I watched him before the surgery, he wasn't fast then.
Surgery didn't slow him down. Genetics did.
I mean, let's see here.
ATLGA Faithful said, Coach, stop getting naked for Zappy.
Stop getting that, man. I love
back on target.
I love the kid,
Feels
man.
like you just really want him.
I really
I don't
want
know
him.
if that's the best pick for right now.
Okay. I'll wait. I'll wait on it, man. Boy, see, it's woo, it's right there. The money is on the table, guys. Oh man. So now in this draft, there are a few guys who everybody have been peeping for. Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall. You know, I really love Breece Hall. I think that he's going to be a top 10 running back in the league for years to come. With that being said, you know, they're off the board. Of course, you know, you got your Georgia boy, you got your James Cook. A lot of people feel like he could fit this offense very well. All I can say is if you look at the previous Arthur Smith ran offenses, guys like that aren't that successful. Like you need your legitimate bell cow running back. So, you know, after seeing what we've taken so far, you know, y'all let me know what direction y'all think we should go in. Now, me myself, I'm looking at Damien Pierce. You know, this guy right here, he's built like a brick. Very good pass blocker. 5'10", 218. Just looking at the first look, it said just because Pierce split time at Florida doesn't mean he's not a bell cow candidate in the NFL. He's a consistent tackle breaker with real deal juice. Real deal juice. Now, I love seeing guys who shared carries in college because whenever they come to the pros, they're fresh. You know, one thing I can't stand is going to the grocery store, bringing home some meat and it ain't fresh. You know, can't stand going to the grocery store, bringing home some apples, it ain't fresh. I need a guy that's fresh. One thing about Breece Hall, that boy had a lot of carries over the years. This kid right here, he split a lot. He split carries. Just looking at the stats here, had 100 attempts last year. That's fresh, Coach Roney. 5.7 yards a carry. 5.7 yards. First down and 2 carries. Got to love it. 13 touchdowns. So that means 13% of the time he carried the ball, he got a touchdown. Right? 106 carries last season. 4.7 yards a carry. 4 touchdowns. 19 receptions. Out of 19 targets, he caught the ball every time. I really like this kid, y'all. I really like this kid. He could break tackles. He could catch the ball. Yeah. Let me know.
So Dwayne P said no Zappy in the third round. Coach Will says he's watching his highlights right now, and then he came back and said he's the real deal. Go get Zappy. Dwayne P says overdraft. Jamal D says running back. Dwayne P then said guard and running back.
Okay.
Dre Murphy says, I like and I love Breece Hall too, Coach Lowe.
Yeah, I love Breece Hall too.
He said, and Keith said later round, best name in the draft, Smoke Monday.
Smoke Monday.
That's what you said.
Smoke. You got the best name in the draft, Coach. Got to love it.
Dre Murphy says, Breece Hall reminds me of my favorite running back, Michael Turner 2.0.
Oh.
Not for everybody says, get him, Coach. Trinity Clark says Pierce or White. ATLGA Faithful says Pierce is a beast.
Yes.
Padre asks, is Brian Robinson gone?
Let's see. But Brian Robinson, he a dog too. He's still on the board, Coach.
Not for everybody said Robinson from Bama.
Robinson is still on the board.
Tyler Russell says 5.7 yards and a carry behind our O-line, though.
Well, the thing is that Florida O line wasn't. They weren't world beaters either.
Tony Rice says, Low, I like QB Bailey Zappa. Also, we should draft him in the 4th round if he's available. Our backup quarterback of the present and future.
Okay.
Dwayne Key thinks we should get a wide receiver 4th round. Tyler Russell says, let's get the HB. Tony Wright says, in 3 years, Brees Hall has had 718 carries. Running back Isaiah Spiller has had 541 carries.
Man, that's a lot of carries.
And King Bell also said get HB.
Okay. Now, I know a lot of people they were looking at Zamir White. Zamir White, he had 5.3 yards per attempt, 11 touchdowns this past season. He came into college football and came into the University of Georgia as the highest touted prospect for a long time. Got hurt his freshman year, and he was never the same guy. But he didn't have as many carries. Now, Tony Wright, he also went on to mention that Isaiah Spiller, that's who it was. He's had a lot of carries over the years as well. I'm not sure. That's a good question, though.
He's terrible on my fantasy team.
Yeah, I know that you were gonna hold that against.
I do hold it against, especially after they said, "Oh, we're gonna feed him this year."
Oh man, I remember that.
And I drafted him early, and that came out after I had drafted. I was like, "Yes, yes."
Didn't work out that well. Didn't work out.
They're related. Stay away.
I think I'm gonna go with Damien Pierce, guys. I think Damien Pierce is gonna be the way to go, especially since he's fresh and he's a great pass blocker, guys. This guy can pick up blocks. Him and Kyron Williams, they're a couple of the best pass blocking running backs in this draft. And you see Kyron Williams, he's just 5'9", 194. The lesson is blocking is about want to if you're a running back. But yeah, we're finna go with Damien Pierce with that last pick in the 3rd round. Since y'all talked me into not getting Zappy, and if he's gone, I'm gonna blame y'all if he's gone. Oh man, what everybody said over there, Coach?
Ghost Pepper suggested you check out Pierre Strong, a running back from South Dakota.
Oh, okay.
We got ATLGA Faithful said he watched a little bit of tape on Spiller. I'm not feeling him too tough. Tyler Russell says, thinking of our offense, should we get a fullback in the draft? Then we got D Jink. He says, hey, Coach, long time no see. Sorry I haven't been on the stream. I had to take a mental break from the Falcons. I'm sure you can understand.
I completely understand.
Now, though, we all have taken mental breaks.
We all taking mental breaks.
Falcons.
You're not the only one. You're not the only one, Coach.
So annoying sometimes. All right, Tony Wright says running back Kenneth Walker from Michigan State.
Oh,
carried the ball 480 times. I really like this guy.
Yes.
But will we be able to get him?
I wish we could. When it comes to Kenneth Walker, it depends on how much they like him, because if they really legitimately want to get him, they may have to trade back into the 1st round to get him, or they have to take him with that first pick in the 2nd round. But Kenneth Walker, him and Brees Hall are 1A and 1B to me. Both of these guys are good, and they told me to check out Pierre Strong Jr. So he plays for the South Dakota State Jackrabbits, and apparently he runs like a jackrabbit, averaging 7 yards per carry. 18 touchdowns. Last year he had 1,694 yards. Goodness gracious. That boy good. It's Strong is a home run hitter who's 4.37 speed, qualifies as fast no matter his competition level. He still needs to run with more physicality to have a every down role in the NFL. So the only issue that I see with this young man is that he's 5'11", 207 pounds. That's that's a little bit on the small. Yeah, that's a little bit on the small side. Yeah, he's a running back. He gonna have to get rocked up a little bit.
Teeny tiny holes. Slide right through it.
You better learn how to get hit. That's all I can tell him.
So we have 70 people watching right now, 45 likes.
Okay. So what you want to tell them, Coach Ron?
Please hit the like button. Please share with your friends. Don't keep a good thing to yourself. As the coach would say, what in the world, Bo? Hit the like button. I'll dance at your wedding. I'll do a little two-step at your wedding.
Oh man. Has everybody seen everybody got TikTok? They seen the I like challenge. I come do the I like challenge at your wedding one day. I like how hey. Oh man. All right. So so we just took a running back, right? So we're kind of filling all the holes. I know we took we took a guard, we took a running back, we got the fan favorites and the Jordan Davises and the big old tall glass of water, Christian Watson. We got all those guys. Now, is it too early for me to take Bailey Zappi?
Oh my God, are we back already?
Is it too early? I want to ask y'all. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all think it's too early for me to take Bailey Zappi. If it's too early, put a 1 in the chat. If you ready to go right now, put a 2 in the chat.
Give me the green light. That's all you waiting for.
I was waiting for. Let's go. My mandate can't wait.
What are the options again?
So if you think it's too early, put a 1 in the chat. If you're ready to go, put a 2 in the chat. We missed out on Malik Willis. We missed out on Desmond Ridder, Kenny Pickett's. We missed out on all those. Y'all even missed out on Strong. Y'all talk about that man knees and everything. So let's see who took him. Let's see. Doggone Saints.
Oh.
Doggone Saints,
No.
boy. I'm sorry, Saints. I'm sorry.
No.
Goodness gracious.
All right, so the people are saying D-Jink says 1. Sterling Wood says 2. Dwayne P said 4th round should be a DE or wide receiver. Jamal D says 1. ATLGA Faithful says 1. Dre Murphy says 2. Anthony Wright says 2. Wallace Smith says 1. Rebel ATL says 1. Dwayne P says 1. Joseph Thornton says 1. Ghost Pepper says, Coach Lowe, remember we need a scat running back. ATFGA Faithful says, whatever, Coach. Take it so we can move on. Says, Coach, let's get him so we can move to another pick.
Okay.
Sunrise says 1. Yes, it is. We have a 5th round grade on him.
Oh, man.
Louis Ball says 1 Big Low. Cody Kelly, bigger upside.
Okay, all right. I ain't finna get him.
Achilles Fields says no QB at all. I don't think I've seen Achilles Fields before. So welcome to the chat,
Achilles Fields. Much love to your family. All right, okay. So, Mom Country always told me don't try to make somebody do what they don't want to do. So we ain't finna do it. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So moving forward, what direction do you feel like we should go in moving forward?
I'm seeing questions about wide receivers and running backs.
Okay. So I'm assuming everybody thinks Damien Pierce is not enough.
Possible defensive end, another running back.
Okay. So let's see who we got at defensive end. Excuse me. Wow, so Tyreek Smith, he's still on the board. Isaiah Thomas is still on the board as well.
Are these wide receivers?
I'm sorry, these are ends. Yeah, these are defensive ends.
I'm seeing heavy wide receivers.
Oh, everybody wants to know who we got at wide receiver. Okay, I guess big old tall glass of water just wasn't enough. They need a little bit more. So Justin Ross is still on the board out of Clemson. So he's another big old tall drink of water. 6'4", 205. Thing is, guys, is that he has a little bit of an injury history, right? That's why he's failed so far. But I think we're at that point where, we might need to take these kinds of risks. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got that kind of talent. Mm-hmm. And if he could come to the NFL, and it'd be one of those cases where, hey, we could teach him how to take care of his body. No, we should be good to go. What you think, Coach Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm seeing that or defensive end is what people are saying. We're in wide receiver defensive end.
Okay.
I like that idea that if you don't have any top tier wide receiver talent, and there's somebody that appears that they could have that top tier talent, but they have injury history, which is why people stay away from them. Take the gamble.
Yeah, take the gamble.
If it doesn't, if he's able to resolve or keep himself healthy, then you got top tier talent in the what is this, fourth round or fifth round?
Yeah, fourth round. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go with Justin Ross. Well, I tell you what.
Tyler Russell said, what kind of injuries for Ross? Injuries because he was hit or no contact injuries?
Let's see here. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was a knee injury.
He said, we don't want another Calvin running backwards away from the team.
Hey, I completely understand that, Coach.
Ricky Gaines says he said Jelani Woods, Falcons would take another tight end and guaranteed. And he said he visited with the Falcons as well.
Jelani Woods?
Yeah. Trinity Clark says take Tyndall or Quay.
If Tyndall's still there.
Dwayne P says it's a late round, take a risk.
Take the shot.
Zooey Ball says, what's his contested catches?
Let's see. All right. So his contested catch rate, he's at 50%.
So I guess Tyler Russell looked up his injuries.
Mm-hmm.
He said neck.
Oh, it was neck. Ooh, I thought for sure it was knee injury. Well, I don't know. So it's one of those things where it's like, so he's a wide receiver. He shouldn't have too many situations where
he has a fused neck.
Oh, he got a fused neck. Oh. Man, that's tough.
Trinity Clark says he has a fused neck. Zooey Ball says neck. Nah, pass.
Yeah. That's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Now, Jelani Woods, somebody mentioned him earlier. So he's 6'7", 260. Said he's still developing as a wide receiver, but he's a great blocker. I'm sorry, 6'7", 269. So he's almost 270 pounds. So he'll be blocking defensive ends and linebackers, and he'll be bigger than some of those guys. So that's also an option as well. I could say he was one of the best tight ends in college football last year. That's definitely an option as well. So everybody's saying they're thinking tight end, wide receiver, and defensive end.
So Tony Wright says grab defensive end Isaiah Thomas, 6'5", 270. He'd be a good rotational deep end that can help push Marlon Davidson to do much better.
Yes, he would. I think by his second year in the league, I believe he'll be a starting defensive end. To be completely honest with you, I was wondering if it would be too much of a jump. But 8 sacks this year, 10 sacks last year, and that Oklahoma defensive line. One thing that Oklahoma had last year, they was getting to the quarterback. They were getting pressure. They were getting in the backfield. 29 hurries last year, 21 hurries this year. You can't beat that. I think I agree with him. Let's go ahead and go with Isaiah Thomas. We've been having these problems on the defensive line for too long. Let's go ahead and go with Isaiah Thomas. Make that move. Zamir White went to the Chiefs. See, fooling around with y'all. Bailey Zappi went to the Jets. See, look at that. Look what y'all done did. See, 6,000 yards, coaches. Y'all sitting here fooling around.
Oh,
man.
Okay, you didn't get Zappa.
Golly.
Move on.
Dang, Bailey. Man, that sucks. Fooling around with y'all, boy. Golly.
Oh my God, look at you and Zappa.
He fits the scheme perfectly.
He's where he needs to be.
The Jets.
Jets, 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 Jets.
JETSSUCK. I know they're going off in the comments.
There's a lot of Achilles Bill is laughing. Dwayne P. Not for everybody. Renell Lamar. Tyler Russell says, I told you draft him in the fourth.
Yeah, he showed up there. He said, go ahead and take him. But see, everybody guilt tripped me to be like.
He said Jets got naked. Joseph Thornton said, it'll be all right, Bob.
Golly, boy. Fool around with y'all.
I mean, if you really wanted him, you would have taken him.
Y'all peer pressured me and not taking him. It's all love, y'all. It's all love. So, like, I see that a lot of people they're saying that we need to look into getting that swap by boot up by wop bam boom, that scat back. And let's see here. And since we took that defensive end earlier, everybody also having questions about getting that wide receiver as well. Now Brian Robinson, he's still on the board. I know he's not a scat back, but Brian Robinson's still on the board. Damien Pierce, to a certain extent, he's a 3-down running back. He could be your scat back. Also, Kyron Williams, he could be your scat back. He's somebody that you can seriously consider to, play that third down for you. See here, he caught 42 passes last year, off of 45 targets. Average 4.9 yards per carry. Like, he's legit. And like I said, he's a great pass blocker for his size. I also do know that we have a whole lot of running backs on this roster right now. Would they go into the new season with drafting 2 running backs? I don't think they would do that. I think that they might get a running back as an undrafted free agent, but I don't think they would draft 2 running backs, especially with the issues that we're having on this offensive and defensive line. I feel like we've addressed this offensive line very heavily. Now, this kid right here, Joshua Williams, I checked him out. I feel like he's coming out a little bit early. He's 6'6", but he's 300 pounds. I feel like he could, he need to put a little bit more sand in his pockets. But
so Wallace Smith says, is Jelani Woods still on the board? Trinity Clark wants to get Adam Anderson from Georgia. He thinks he's the top 3 defensive end in the draft this year. ATLGA Faithful asked if Chandler is there. Not for everybody. Said, what about Ty from North Carolina? Wallace Smith agrees with you. We're not drafting 2 running backs.
Yeah.
Keep it realistic.
Yeah. We're not drafting 2 running backs. So Ty Chandler, he's still on the board. But just like Coach Wallace was saying, we're not going to draft 2 running backs. Woods, he is gone. He's not on the board anymore.
Adam Anderson.
Yeah, Adam Anderson, he is still on the board. I feel like we could wait on him because he's, as you can see, he's not highly touted. Now he did get 6 sacks this year, 5 sacks the year before that, a few hurries, and he really didn't play that many snaps. So he could be one of those guys that just played behind the world beaters, but he's just as good, or in some cases he's better. So that could be a diamond in the rough for you.
LGA pick says Weidemer might be a good steal. And Weidermeyer.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dwayne P said grab another linebacker. Tony Wright wants to know how many D tackles have you drafted? 1 or 2?
So we drafted 1 D tackle. We drafted Jordan Davis. We traded down to get him with the 14th pick? Yeah.
Wallace Smith feels like I think we're going to draft a blocking tight end.
Yes, I feel like that's going to be the case as well. Even though we did sign Fursker, I feel like we still would draft that blocking tight end.
Have we gotten any old linemen?
Yeah, so we got Parham at guard. And I could definitely see us getting another offensive lineman. To be completely honest with you, I think we need to go with another offensive lineman. Stefan Smith, I have a particularly vested interest in this squad, this young man, because he's playing for my Virginia Tech Hokies. You already know what time that is. I've been riding with the Hokies for a long time, Bo. He just allowed 2 sacks last year. I like his stance. He's 6'3", 314. We need to go ahead and shore up this interior offensive line. I feel like he'll be a good move because he's used to running that same scheme that Arthur Smith runs in Atlanta. So I think if we to go ahead and pull Smith off the board, we need to go ahead and fix this. We need to go ahead and fix this offensive line. Let's see here. Wow, Brian Robinson's still on the board, y'all. The guy falling like a rock. Still on the board. So it's looking like we just ain't finna get a quarterback in this draft, Coach Roney. We just gonna ride it out with Marcus Mariota. Alec Lindstrom is still on the board. Will we be the first team that have 2 offensive linemen playing on the same team? He's a center. I watched some of his film. I'm not too crazy about it. There's nothing that's jumping off the page for me myself. I mean, it would be cool to have both of them on the same team, but he's not really doing too much for me. Wow, how about that? A 5'11" tight end, Connor Hayward. How many people on the stream with us tonight, Coach Roney?
Right now, we have 58.
How many likes do we have?
All right. So we have 49.
Okay. Look, I do need everybody. Make sure that they do hit that like button. Help us share our videos in the YouTube universe. I would definitely appreciate that. I think I'm finna double down, Coach Roney. We finna go ahead and continue to go with offensive line. Chris Paul, not the basketball player. Out of Tulsa. I watched some of his film. I like the way this guy plays. He's nasty. And you're looking at this right here that says that Paul, the athlete, is incredible. Paul, the football player, is a non-starter.
Ooh. Are you taking him?
I'm taking him. Just because he's nasty. I like the nasty ones. I like the snatchy ones. Looking at the pros, insanely built lower half are some of the thickest legs in this class. Thick thighs save lives, Coach Ronnie. Surprisingly quick for a man his size, which fits our scheme. No issues getting into space. That's what we need. Power throughout entire frame. Upper body can deliver a blow well. Now the cons: balance in the sets is non-existent. Feet, hands disjointed. Sounds like Coach Big Low Kuntry. Lack of urgency in his game. A tick slow reacting in pretty much everything. Sounds like Coach Big Low Kuntry. Attack angles are a mess and bad positions and both run and pass game regularly. We're in the 5th round. He's an athlete. But from what I seen about him, he looked like he was pretty nasty to me. Maybe he was just mad at the guy he was blocking that game or something. What everybody saying in the comments, Coach Ron?
So I'm seeing Tony Ryan says, how about offensive tackle Kellen Deich of Arizona State or left guard Ed Ingram of LSU. Ingram stood up to VP Devontae Wyatt in drills at the Senior Bowl.
Yeah, I seen that.
Clark asked if Robinson had a history of injuries.
How did I know of?
ATLGA Faithful says, OL check on Wilson, Cade Mays, Lindstrom. Dwayne P said 2 brothers to motivate each other.
Okay.
And Joseph Doran I don't know who he's talking about. He said the guy that he was blocking took his girlfriend.
talk about what I was talking about. What I was talking about. They said that he didn't have any urgency. That I guess he's saying that the game I seen, that guy took his girlfriend.
Smith said we still need a blocking tight end.
Yes, we do. I think we could get that a little bit farther in the draft, though. I think I'm finna go ahead and roll with Cade Mays. We all know that it's one of those cases where sometimes the best athletes ain't always the best players. Oh man. So let's see here. So we need that blocking tight end. We might go ahead and roll with Jalen Watermeyer because he could block and he could also go out. He could also go out and catch some passes as well. So let's go ahead and go with Watermeyer. And we should be good to go. Let's see. Are there any more picks for the Falcons in this draft? I don't think so. All right. Perfect.
So let's read them from top to the bottom. Who do we have?
All right. Wait, give me 1 second. They grading the draft. Okay.
Grading it?
Yeah, they grading. All right. So we got a B plus.
Okay.
The coaching staff, we got a B plus. So the trade that we made, they gave us a B plus for trading down. They gave us an A minus for Jordan Davis. They gave us an A minus for David Ajabo. Gave us a C plus for Leo Chenal.
Oh, they didn't like that.
I ain't like that one. Gave us a B minus for Christian Watson. Dylan Parham, they gave us an A minus. C minus for Damien Pierce. They gave us an F for Isaiah Thomas. Gave us an F.
That's when you should have got that quarterback.
That's when I should have got that quarterback. I should have went ahead and got Zappy. For Lasitica Smith, they gave us a B plus out of Virginia Tech. Cade Mays, they gave us a D minus for that tackle. And for Jalen Watermeyer, they gave us a B minus. So, I think.
Dwayne, I'm sorry, Reese Cup said that's a passing grade, Bo.
Hey, that's a passing grade. That's what. When I was in school, I was happy with that. I was like, what? I got a what? That's a passing grade, Bo. You can't beat that right there. Jordan. So look, the top 3 picks: defense, front 7, Jordan Davis, David Ajabo, Leo Chenal. That's how you change your defense around. Christian Watson, everybody was naked. So I had to get naked too. Everybody. Since he's such a tall, big old glass of water, Coach Rody, I had to jump on board. Dylan Parham, I really love this pick, out of Memphis. He's a really good blocker. Damien Pierce, I feel like that C-. I think they kind of, I don't know. PFL, y'all need to get yourself right. Isaiah Thomas, F. What in the world, bro? He's better than that. He's better than that. Stefan Smith, like I said, look, that's Virginia Tech. You already know what time it is. Cade Mays, we just trying to shore up, just trying to create some competition at left tackle. So, it's just one of those things. And Jalen Watermeyer, he's gonna be able to block and he's gonna be able to go out for passes. So I think I'm pretty happy with that draft.
Dwayne P said, "Now that's how you build the trenches."
That's how you build the trenches.
Padre said, "Coach got us to see messing up our curves." Joseph Thornton said, "B+ can be an 89."
That's it. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Y'all let me know. Are you if you're satisfied with this draft, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like Coach done just messed up the Atlanta Falcons, put a 2 in the chat. Because if I messed it up, y'all did too. I was listening to y'all. Oh man. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, Coach Ronan, so you don't gotta read the comments no more. I know you getting tired. Okay, there we go. All right, okay, we good now. Yeah, if y'all feel like the old coach done messed up the Atlanta Falcons, what was it? If you were happy with the draft, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like I done blew the Falcons up, put a 2 in the chat. Wait a minute, Keith says, Coach Ronan, Terry's comment about Coach Littlefield. What in the world? Reese Cup, Anthony Wright, Coach Ronan, Joseph Thornton, Coach Dre. Everybody says they said 1. Now, Coach Trinity, she said, I don't like that Ajabo pick. His upside was because his athleticism, and now he has an Achilles injury. I don't get it. And he was dominated against great teams. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. See, I like that, Coach. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we assess everything. To Evolve, Coach Ghost Peppers, Coach Wallace. They say 1. Trinity, she's at 1.5. So I might let you slide, depending on what day of the week it is. Coach Tony Wright, think it was a good one. Dynasty Gamer, it says 12. What in the world? 1 and 2, I guess. Rydell Lamar, I think this is my first time seeing you in here. Much love, family. Says 1. Padre says 1. Dwayne P says 2. Now, Dwayne P, let me know what you would change. Let me know what you would change in regards to this draft. Ricky Gaines says, I think Terry will pick up HBCU in the draft. I wouldn't be surprised if a quarterback like Glass got picked up late. And that definitely could be the case. I'm wearing my HBCU shirt. Historically Black Fort Valley State University, representing for Papa Country.
Okay, Dwayne P said he meant to say 1.
Oh, okay. Ain't no problem, brother. Ain't no problem. Brian Little says 1. Yeah, so moving forward, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. I know, so this is our second year doing the draft together. I know last year I was live here at the house. So this year I'm actually going to be at the Benz, right? Now, Coach Roney, tomorrow morning, she's going to put up a post at 11 o'clock in the community section on YouTube. She's going to put up a post saying, basically letting you know how you could come to the draft with us. So, make sure that you check that out at 11 o'clock on the community. So, because we got 4 extra tickets, right? We got 4 extra tickets. So if you want to find out how you could come to the draft at Mercedes-Benz Stadium with us, make sure that you check that out, because we're gonna be there live in full effect. Now I'm still gonna get your content. But we're gonna be there live and full effect. Best believe that. Joseph Thornton said Fort Valley. Heck no, go Rams. Oh man. Dynasty Gamer says I would take a receiver in the first round because defensive linemen and edge rushers can be developed to be better, but a receiver can't be. And that's a pretty good take, Coach. I ain't thinking about it like that. No, you don't really see receivers come on late, like some defensive linemen and other players. Foye Oluokun, like a linebacker, Foye Oluokun, he developed into the player that he is today. Unfortunately, he's not on Falcons anymore, but he developed into that player. So I mean, yeah, I could definitely see that. It normally takes, but if you think about it, it normally takes wide receivers a while to kind of get it going. It takes them normally about a half a season. Now, everybody's not Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. No, you look at the whole Julio Jones situation. Julio Jones, it took him about a half season to become Julio Jones. That Indianapolis Colts game is when he had his coming out party. Oh, okay, Trinity. Well, like I said, Coach Rona, she's gonna.
I think he was asking if you can buy them. You can't buy them.
Oh, yeah. So those tickets, unfortunately, you can't buy them. But whenever Coach Ronnie puts that post up on the communities page tomorrow, hopefully, you might be able to get a chance to come with us, and we'll have a good time. There's Stefan Dix. He was a 5th round pick. There were a lot of good 5th round picks out there. A lot of good late round picks that ended up going to the Hall of Fame. As wide receivers. So we got to know that we can't always put absolutes in everything, because there's always those exceptions to the rules, guys. Always those exceptions to the rules. But look, I ain't finna hold y'all up, man. I definitely appreciate everybody for coming on and doing the final mock draft for the 2022 NFL draft with us. I enjoyed it as usual. I enjoyed the coaching staff. I enjoyed all of your knowledge. Y'all put me on to some players that I haven't thought about and onto some scenarios that I never considered. But look, I need y'all to make sure that you enjoy your Sunday. Don't do anything that I would do. Don't work too hard. And make sure that you live good and eat good. In the meantime, I need y'all to stay safe. Take care. And you know what time it is, baby. We ready. What in the world, Bo?